you guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been far too long since I have been on YouTube, and we are starting to get into the holiday season, so I thought today I would share a Christmas decor haul. I have a bunch of things that I have picked up this year. I also have a bunch of old favorites that I really look forward to using every single year. If you're new here, I like a very traditional, classic, cottage-like, vintage-inspired Christmas decor style. I like to add in reds and plaids, warm tones, lots of greenery, natural elements such as pine cones. So that's kind of my style. You're gonna get a little bit of a taste of that as I show you some of these items. With that being said, anything that can be linked will be linked in the description box down below. That way, if you want to shop for this upcoming holiday season, you can check those links out. And also, all of this decor is very affordable and gives that very high-end feel. So I have so many good finds for you today, so let's go ahead and get started. So if you have been on my channel for a while, you may notice that this background is a little bit different. We got a new sofa and a coffee table, so we have a little bit of a different setup. So I'm really excited to decorate both of these for Christmas, especially the coffee table. I have never really done coffee table styling, so I think it's gonna be really fun to play around with. So first things first, I think I'm gonna start with some ornaments that I really love to use every year. Initially, when I was getting these from the basement, I was only gonna show you guys one, but I couldn't leave the other ones behind. So first up are one of my all-time favorite ornaments from Hobby Lobby. It's these ornaments, which I'm not sure if they have this year or not. I did shop at Hobby Lobby, I just didn't bring you guys along with me. But I just love these. Like I said, I like a really classic Christmas color scheme. I love to add in that red. I specifically go for a little bit more of like a burgundy, so a little bit more of like a muted red. But I love this because it has the cream and it has the red stripes. It has some really beautiful natural texture on it as well, and then a little twine string. These are super pretty. They're also shatterproof. I have a few boxes of these, but these were $10.99, probably like 50% off. And then my other staple ornament is a type of ornament that actually went viral, I think it was last year, maybe even the year before. But we have these chocolate brown velvet ornaments. So I think I put these in the wrong box, but they are from Hobby Lobby. Now I specifically really love the ones at Hobby Lobby because of their color scheme. I really do like to add in those pops of red, but I do like to have sort of base ornaments that are a little bit more neutral and add a little bit of warmth and depth to the tree. So these do exactly that for me. I love the texture. They're very soft, very classy and timeless, super pretty. But if you can't find them at Hobby Lobby, I wouldn't be surprised if they were sold out at this point. You can usually find really similar ones at places like Walmart, as well as like Michael's. Now let's bring in a new addition to my holiday decor this year. These are very timeless and also just kind of nostalgic for the Christmas season. You can probably tell just by shaking the bag. We have some jingle bells. So the story behind these bells, these are actually antique bells. I went to visit a friend out of town and she brought me to this sort of antique store. I think it was an antique store, but it was kind of a mix of new and old items. And there was this really big basket of a bunch of really beautiful small bells, all for I think like $1.50 each, and they all have this beautiful patina on them. So I was able to go through them all and just pick all of my favorites. So I believe I got 11 or maybe 12 of these. They just have this beautiful texture on them. They all have the little things in the middle so that they actually are functional bells, but they all have such different colors on them. This one has a little bit more of a brassy tone. So with these, I want to make some sort of garland or some sort of just like bunch of bells that I can hang somewhere. If you have any ideas for me, let me know in the comments below. I'm not fully sure where I'm gonna go with it, but I just thought these were so fun. I love that they're actually antique bells, so the age is very authentic and just beautiful. And I just think jingle bells are so nostalgic for the holiday season. And I know nostalgia, it's always been a big thing for me for the holidays, but I feel like that's another thing that's like really trending on the internet right now. If you find any sort of bells like that at any sort of antique store or anything like that, you should definitely scoop them up. Now let's get into some staple greenery pieces. Of course, during the holidays, the Christmas tree is kind of the main thing that I love to bring in that green with. However, I do like to make arrangements and use little trees and things to really spread that out throughout the room. I love the color green. So these are my favorite stems from Hobby Lobby. I only have 2 of them here. I want to say I have like 5, 6, maybe even 7 of these because I love them so much. They're very affordable. I can't remember exactly how much it is per stem, but it's one of their more inexpensive ones. This is what they look like, a very beautiful green tone. They have a bunch of little pine cones and things. All of the details are so realistic and beautiful. Again, I love to add in that organic texture wherever I can, anything to make it feel like we're bringing the outdoors in. They're also just a really good size. They come in a very long stem. I mean, it's not super long, but you can see it's pretty long. I've bent it quite a bit to fit into certain arrangements and pots and things. There's really so many possibilities you can do with these stems, and that's why I look forward to using these every single year. A very classic holiday decor piece that I really love are nutcrackers. Now, over the last couple of years, they've kind of developed a little bit. They still sell the very traditional ones that have all of the different colors and all of the different details, which I think are really fun, but I like to incorporate that into my home in a little bit more of a timeless, classic way, also in a way that just matches the rest of my room. So I got this beautiful one from Hobby Lobby. Now this is actually their craft one. It used to be a raw wood and I stained it myself, and I decided to do it in this beautiful like walnut tone, which is another thing that I personally really love. You can really make this match your home perfectly. But I decided to get the little drummer. I just thought it was so cute. It does have this little lever at the back too. I'm not sure if it actually would function as a nutcracker, but it's also very large. At least at Hobby Lobby, they don't actually sell these full size already finished. This is where you get the biggest bang for your buck. And I did take off the sticker, but I want to say this was like $5, maybe like $7 or something like that. Again, super affordable, very classic. It's perfect to add into those vignettes just to add a little bit of height as well as some variation and warmth. Speaking of classic, as well as adding a little bit of height to vignettes, something that I've really loved adding into my home decor over the past few months are candles, specifically tapered candles. So I went to Hobby Lobby. I'll actually take this packaging off so you can see a little better. Okay, I'm afraid I'm gonna break it, so I'm just gonna show you what I have here. They are these beautiful taper candles. They're kind of like dusty, I don't know why. But they're this beautiful sort of burgundy color and they are twisted. I just think that's such a fun detail. So I got 3 of these because I have like a gold candelabra that I want to put them all in. I just think they're so beautiful. They're also just a very affordable decor piece, and I don't light these on the daily. Like I don't go around and light all of my tapered candles every day, so they last for a while as well. But these were $1.99. If you go on the right week, you can usually get them for like 30 to 40% off. And I feel like Hobby Lobby's always coming out with like different colors and different variations of their taper candles. So I just think these are a really fun, affordable way to really spruce up your holiday decor and spread that burgundy, spread whatever color that you're accenting with around your space. So here's another thing that I love. This is an Amazon find. I believe I got these last year, and I just wanted something, again, very nostalgic, something very classic for the holidays. So I ended up going with these plaid pillowcases. Now you can see one behind me on our sofa. I can't remember exactly what size these are, but they do have a zipper on them. The zipper isn't the greatest, I will say. However, in terms of fabric and how the actual case itself is made, it's actually very sturdy, it's very comfortable. It reminds me of just like a really nice flannel, but this is what it looks like. It has some charcoal tones, some burgundy, cream. I loved the charcoal because it kind of goes with our furniture in this room. And I want to say it came in a pack of 2. If it didn't, I just got 2 and they're probably a very affordable price. But if you're looking to add in a little bit of like a classy holiday pattern, I think this is a really good option, especially if you like a very classic Christmas. Now, speaking of classic ornaments that I love to use every single year, these are ornaments that we actually used as kids. So I love these. They are pretty old. I'm not sure how old, but they are breakable. Again, just very nostalgic, very classic, and I just feel like it goes with my theme every single year. So this is them. They are these beautiful little bells. I have a few different colors as well. There's this burgundy color as well as this brass one. feel like it's so pretty. I do have one green one. It's a little bit vibrant for my taste. However, it is still very pretty. So those are the bells, but I also do have this pack. There are a few missing because I think some have actually broken in the past few years. But they're just this very classic, little bit of like a shiny red ornament. There's also a gold one in there, I believe. So we just have a few of these. The detail on the little ornaments are just so pretty. Like the little toppers, they just look like little crowns. They're beautiful. I have a bunch of ornaments that match all the way around the tree, but I do love to sprinkle in some like these that have a lot of really beautiful vintage character. Up next, let's talk about a piece that is probably my favorite for this year. It's a new piece. It's something that I knew I wanted to invest in for this new season because last year we had a little one of this that was a little bit more on the cheap side. The greenery of it was very fake, very plasticky. So when I went to Hobby Lobby and I saw this, I could not pass it up. So I'm gonna try to get it all in the frame here. It's this really beautiful tree. So it is quite large. I want to say it's less than like 3 feet tall. It's kind of more of like a tabletop tree, but it just has all these really beautiful details, some red berries for a pop of color. You could easily pop those off if you didn't like that red and you just wanted more of a neutral looking tree, because it also has like little pine cones and it comes in this really pretty basket. I do have a different basket that I want to put this in that's a little bit larger that I think is going to make a little bit more of a statement, but this on its own I just think is so pretty. Now another feature that I really loved about this tree is that it does light up. I do really love just like the ambient feel of all the different Christmas lights during the holiday season, and I just think it's so cute. It's beautiful. Just has these beautiful little twinkly lights. They're very small. They're warm toned little lights. I just think it's so precious and I'm so excited to use this year. The original price on this was $54.99. I did get it for 50% off. So if you do the math, I want to say that's like $37 or so. So I feel like this is a really good deal. It's very realistic looking and I'm so excited to use this year. I already know exactly where it's gonna go. It's starting to get a little dark on me, but we only have a few things left. Now this is another piece that I actually found at an antique store, or maybe it was more of just like an antique market. I'm not exactly sure, but I actually spotted this last fall when I was doing some fall vintage shopping, and I saw this and I thought it would be perfect for the holiday season. Again, it just very nostalgic and just very timeless Christmas. I found this really cute, like I think this is like a French horn. It's so beautiful and it has that really authentic patina and aging on it. I love obviously the shape of it, but it's such a fun piece and very unique. I haven't seen anything like this in stores, and you probably would buy something like this on like a very high-end store for a lot more than this. I can't remember what I got it for, but I want to say it was like maybe $10 or something like that, but it's just so pretty. And as you can see, I do love my brass tones. I love the warmth and I just love the natural character that comes with brass. I think like an aged silver horn like this would look really pretty as well, but this is just my preference. Very easy styling piece for a coffee table, a side table, anything like that. Such a fun, unique piece. Now this next item is not something that I physically have. It's something that's supposed to be coming in the mail in the next few days, but I did want to mention them because if they are good quality, I can link them down below. And if I do get them in the mail before this video goes up, I can add in a little bit of a clip. But I got these really beautiful burgundy ribbons for our tree. Now we did do some ribbons on our tree last year to make little bows. However, I did want to get something that was a little bit more structured. I'm also just not the best at tying bows, so I thought that these were beautiful, super easy and effortless. Also, a pack of 24 was like $3.24. Like I think that is such an amazing deal. I'm really hoping that they are good quality. They're very sturdy and well made, but those are just really fun, a very classic yet very whimsical thing that you can do on your tree. You can also add them to wreaths and garlands. So many different things that you can do with bows, and I think we've probably all seen bows all over social media, and I definitely love them for the holidays. Now I have one more old favorite to share with you, and then I do have one more newer piece that is probably my favorite thing I've gotten this year. I have too many favorites. As you can probably guess, this is another Hobby Lobby find, but I got these beautiful bells. These have been super popular. I believe last year is when they really took off and everybody was picking these up. I have a couple different sizes. I believe this is the large one, and even though these are manufactured and they're made a million times over, they just have this beautiful texture to them, a little bit of a patina on there. I just love how stores these days are really trying to add in that character to newer pieces that you can find at stores. And then this is the smaller one. Again, they're just so beautiful, old world feel to them, very natural, and I love that they're brass. They add a little bit of warmth. Now they do come with this sort of jute, what would you call this, like handle, whatever this is. I am debating replacing them with some red ribbon this year. I think that would be really fun. Just add in a little touch of that burgundy. But you could do anything with these. You could put them on a coffee table, end table. I love to just like set them next to each other somewhere just to finish off a little space. I love that they are very large scale pieces, and then together they just look like a very high-end look. So if I haven't convinced you yet, you should definitely be picking up some bells for the holiday season. It doesn't matter if you make a little garland with some little ones or you make more of a statement with bigger pieces like these. But if you want like a very classy, timeless look, bells are such a good piece to add in. Now the last piece in this haul is a little pillow that I got from Target. It's the little tree that's sitting behind me. I'm gonna go grab it. Like, are you kidding me? How sweet is this little pillow? I believe it's 16 by 16, so it's a little bit more of a smaller pillow size. I personally love decorating with different size pillows. I just think it adds a little bit more character and dimension to your whole pillow arrangement. But like I said, this pillow is from Target. It's from the Hearth and Hand line. I fell in love with it because of just the beautiful vintage kind of snow-covered pine tree. I just think it's so precious. Again, I can't say it enough. Just like very vintage, very timeless, just very classy, and I love it. It does have a little bit of like a red trimming all the way around it. I just think that's really fun. Again, just like another little pop of color. And it's also just like a very well made pillow. I love the texture of it. It's a very off-white, sort of creamy beige color. I also thought that this would be beautiful paired with our darker sofa that we have now. I think it's really gonna pop on it. And this is just one of those pieces that I am gonna hold on to forever. I'm so excited to just bring this with me throughout the years and use this every single year, find different homes for it. This piece was $21.99, so I feel like this was a pretty decent price for a really fun, classic styled little pillow. So I'm excited just to bring this out for the holidays. Truth be told, it actually has just been sitting on our sofa over the past 2 days because I am obsessed with it. Nobody in the family has complained about it, so I think we're all ready for Christmas here. Super pretty if you're looking for an adorable pillow. All right, you guys, that's going to wrap up today's Christmas decor haul. I had so much fun sharing with you guys some of my favorite classic pieces that I love to bring out every single year, as well as some newer pieces that I have found in stores that are super affordable and give that very high-end look for the holidays. Like I said, I feel like our family is so ready to decorate for Christmas, and that's probably the video that you're going to be seeing next, is bringing this whole entire room together. I'm just really excited to see all of these pieces in action, especially the newer ones. I know they're gonna look great, but I'm just really anxious to see how everything is going to turn out. Like I said, if you saw anything in this video that interests you, I will try to link as much as I can in the description box down below. Anyway, thank you guys so much for spending some time with me on my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, you guys.